Crazy Rich Asians has been the talk of the town since the film's conception, and now that the movie is finally here, we are learning all sorts of new things about the film and its cast. So with that being said, here are 8 of the craziest casting secrets from Crazy Rich Asians. Even before it made its big screen debut, Crazy Rich Asians has been making headlines left and right. While the film has been praised for its incredible story and the much needed Asian representation that it brings to the table in Hollywood, it actually took quite some time to find the right actors to bring the story to life. According to the director of the film, John M. Chu, he revealed he did not want to leave any stone unturned when he started his quest to find the right actors to portray the novel's amazing characters. John told the New York Times the reason why he decided to cast a super wide net and said, quote, "We just didn't want to miss anybody. I wanted this to be the Avengers of Asian actors." And when John said he didn't want to miss anybody, he definitely meant it. That brings us to our next casting secret. Ross Butler was one of the actors who auditioned for the role of Nick Young during the casting process. While Ross's recent on-screen credits are just straight up high school roles, he was still given the chance to audition for the character of Nick Young, who is a history professor in the film. But as you can guess, Ross did not end up with the role, and it ended up going to Henry Golding. If you've seen the movie, you'll probably agree that Henry was the perfect choice for Nick Young. But before Henry was actually casted, he didn't want the role, mainly because he isn't an actor, or I guess he wasn't then. At the time, Henry was actually working as an on-camera travel host. But you know what they say, persistence is key, and Henry eventually took on the part of Nick Young, making this amazing movie his very first acting credit. And speaking of persistence, that's what actually got Constance Wu her part in the movie as the leading lady, Rachel Chung. Well, persistence and a little heartfelt email. In a Q&A with Chanel 24, Constance revealed that she almost wasn't cast as Rachel after meeting with John and a producer of the film, Nina Jacobson, because of scheduling conflicts with her TV series, Fresh Off the Boat. But then something clicked in her mind and Constance was determined to try and make it work out because she wanted to be a part of Crazy Rich Asians so badly. She said, quote, "A short time later, I reconsidered, thinking that if I don't express what this film means to me, I'm going to regret it. So I emailed John, hey, I understand that the timing doesn't work out, but I want you to know that if you want for me, I will put my entire heart into this project because it means so much to me. I didn't think anything would come of it, but then they waited for me. After a few screen tests, I got the part of Rachel. I honestly can't imagine anyone else as Rachel. It's safe to say that not many actors are 100% positive they'll book the role after an audition, but Ronny Chang, who plays Cousin Eddie in the film, knew he was going to get the part in the movie the moment he heard about Crazy Rich Asians. Ronny told The Hollywood Reporter that after he found out John was searching for actors with authentic accents of those living in Singapore and Malaysia, he immediately picked up the phone and called his agent. He told THR, quote, "I called my agent and said, if you can get me an audition, I swear I can book this one. In fact, this is the only one I can book because there's no other movie that's going to ask for this kind of accent." And the rest is history. It wasn't widely known, but according to Wikipedia, Jamie Chung auditioned for a role in the film, but was reportedly turned down because she wasn't ethnically Chinese. Jamie is actually Korean American and revealed in an interview with CBS, quote, "I really wanted a role in Crazy Rich Asians, but they wanted someone who's ethnically Chinese. I love John, but I get they wanted a Chinese actor." While it's pretty unfortunate that Jamie didn't get a role in the film for that very reason, it turns out that not everyone on the film is of Chinese descent. Nico Santos, who plays Nick's cousin Oliver, is actually Filipino American, and in the film his character delivers a zinger in Cantonese, which ended up not making it to the final cut. Nico revealed to The Hollywood Reporter that he worked with the dialect coach to get the pronunciation right, but Cantonese is a pretty tricky language to get right. Even though he worked super hard, Nico said, quote, "In the end, they ended up using the English take, but that is the kind of preparation I had to do for this role." And last but not least, how could we forget the biggest star of the film? Or should we say stars? Anyway, staying true to its title, the film featured a ton of the most beautiful designer gowns, outfits, and most importantly, sparkly and expensive accessories that only a lot of money can buy. With that being said, it was reported by MSN that during the scene where Astrid gave her husband Michael a watch, the author of the book, Kevin Kwan, insisted that it had to be a Paul Newman Rolex Daytona. So what did he do? Kevin actually tracked that specific Rolex down and borrowed the watch from a collector for the film. But the watch didn't just appear on set by itself. It is said that the special Rolex was flown to where Crazy Rich Asians was being filmed with its very own bodyguard. So did any of these casting facts surprise you, and do you think the movie would have been crazy different if the cast was different? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. When you're done with that, make sure to click right over here for another new video, and don't forget to subscribe to our channels. As always, I'm your host at Renee Ariella on Instagram, and I'll see you next time.